You know that feeling, right? Your expensive smartphone starts to feel sluggish, almost on cue, just as the new model is announced. Or how about your printer? It just stops. Claims some part is worn out, even though you know it's fine. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not imagining things. It is not bad luck, it's a strategy. A secret that's been driving our economy for almost a century. And to really get it, we have to go back to the beginning, to one single, impossible object. It's a pretty straightforward question, isn't it? But the answer pulls back the curtain on this hidden truth about the world we live in, a secret that basically decides how long everything you own is going to last. Our little investigation starts in a place you would never, ever expect. Right here. Inside this totally normal-looking fire station, there's a piece of tech that, by all modern logic, just shouldn't exist. It's a light bulb, and it has been on, burning pretty much non-stop since 1901. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. A light bulb made when people were still riding around in horse-drawn buggies is still going. Meanwhile, the fancy, supposedly high-tech bulbs we buy today are lucky to last a few years. How is that even possible? This isn't just some weird historical fact. It's a puzzle that makes you question the whole idea of progress. So what's its secret? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. Its carbon filament is about 8 times thicker than what you'd find in a modern bulb. It was just built to an insane standard. It was built to last forever. And that just leads to the biggest question of all. If we knew how to make things this good over 100 years ago, why on earth did we stop?
The reason our stuff breaks isn't a failure of engineering. It's not because we forgot how to make durable things. It's because a long time ago, some of the most powerful people in the world decided that things lasting a long time was bad for business. Okay, so now our investigation takes us back in time. We're going to the 1920s, to a secret meeting room in Geneva, where a decision was made that would literally shape the world we live in and trap us all in this endless cycle of buying and throwing away. And look at how fast it all happened. In just a few decades, we went from creating a nearly immortal light bulb to a secret group whose entire goal was the exact opposite. It all reached a boiling point in 1925. So picture it. It's Christmas time, 1924. The biggest names in the industry, the guys literally lighting up the world, they all get together. But they're not there to make things brighter. They're there to engineer darkness. See, they all had the same problem. Their bulbs were just too good. They were lasting so long that nobody needed to buy new ones. And these were the culprits. We're talking the biggest players on the planet. Osram, Philips, General Electric, you name it. They formed a secret club. They called it the Phoebus Cartel. Their mission, to take total control of the light bulb market. And their plan to do it was, well, it was diabolical. And this was the plan. They agreed, in secret, to deliberately cripple their own products. They took a light bulb that could easily last for 2,500 hours and forced every member to redesign it so it would only last for 1,000 hours. Get this, they even had a system of fines for any company whose bulbs were too good and lasted too long. Insane, right? And if you think I'm exaggerating, listen to this. This is a quote from the head of Philips himself. He called the time of long-lasting lamps a mire, like a swamp they had to escape from. For these guys, durability wasn't a goal, it was a problem to be solved. Now, that decision, that one idea, it didn't just stay with light bulbs. No way. It was like a virus that escaped the lab, an idea that would go on to infect almost every single industry on the face of the earth. They had invented a whole new way of doing business. The official name for it is planned obsolescence. It's the practice of designing things to fail. It is the gremlin in your smartphone's battery. It's the ghost in the machine of your printer. It's the reason your washing machine gives up the ghost the month after the warranty runs out. And it all started with a simple light bulb. And you can literally trace how this virus spread. It started with the spark of the light bulb. Then, in the 50s, the auto industry put a V8 engine in it, using style changes to make you feel like your perfectly good car was suddenly old news. And today? Today, that virus has gone digital. It's in the non-replaceable batteries of our gadgets, and it's in the little chips that are programmed to brick your printer after a certain number of pages. Now, this business model has made companies unbelievably rich. But for the planet, and for all of us, it has been an absolute disaster. Look, the United Nations doesn't mince words on this. They say this endless cycle of making, using, and throwing away is a direct cause of our biggest environmental problems. We are burning through resources and creating mountains of trash at a speed the Earth just can't handle.
To give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, just look at California. Every single day, they throw away enough plastic to fill 290 Olympic swimming pools. This is what a throwaway culture, designed on purpose, actually looks like.
And what about our electronics? Any guesses on how many smartphones are tossed out in the United States every year? That's the number, 150 million. All these devices full of precious, rare metals and toxic chemicals just chucked in the trash after maybe 2 or 3 years.
And here's the real kicker. We're not even dealing with this mountain of e-waste. Globally, less than a quarter of it is actually collected and recycled properly. The rest, it ends up in landfills, or worse, poisoning communities in developing nations. But the story doesn't end there, because now people are starting to fight back. A new movement is rising up, and it's taking aim directly at the century-old legacy of the Phoebus Cartel. It's a movement that's built on a really simple but really powerful idea. It's called the right to repair, and it's all about us taking back control over the things we've paid for. It demands that companies stop designing things that are impossible to fix. It's about giving us the parts, the tools, and the know-how to repair our own stuff, instead of being forced to just go out and buy a new one. And this isn't just a dream, it's actually happening. In 2024, the European Union passed a huge new law. It forces companies to offer repairs. It stops them from using software tricks to block you from fixing things. It even adds a year to your warranty if you choose to repair a product instead of replacing it. This is a direct attack on the entire business model of planned obsolescence. So this is where we are now. We're standing at a crossroads. Down one path is the future, a secret cartel designed for us 100 years ago, a world of disposable junk and mountains of waste. And down the other is a future where we demand our right to own things that are actually built to last. That choice isn't just up to politicians, it's up to us.